Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Julio.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Babble. My name is Marco,
This is Josie.
And I'm Julio.
and this is Fright Night Fridays.
Hit the intro. So, I think that my apartment's a little haunted. Sometimes it wants to be haunted. Sometimes it just kind of cools down a bit. But because sometimes things happen, and then sometimes
He takes times off.
He takes days off. He works during the summer. During the winter, I think. And then he takes, he comes back to summer. So right now he should be coming back. It's a slob though. Like it just throws things everywhere.
It's a slob?
Like one time it threw it was a charger on top of one of the cabinets, and it just went. And I was like, what?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You actually saw it?
Yeah. Like it just like
Holy cow.
like that was it was scary, but then it was like, dang, gotta go pick it up now. Ghosts are slobs. Like they just throw away things like they own the house. Somebody downstairs, I want to say like 5 years ago passed away in the actual apartment. But it's not
Downstairs from you
downstairs.
guys?
Yeah, downstairs.
What the
They
heck?
can go upstairs too.
Wait, how did they die? Do you know?
In their sleep, I think, because it was like
She was old?
no,
Or he?
he wasn't old, but I guess he
Was he
just-
sick?
Probably.
Oh.
He wouldn't come out of the house and stuff, so he was just like, I guess, waiting for death, maybe.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah. So, but that happened a while ago. But whenever something happens, it doesn't feel. I'm not gonna say it doesn't feel human. There was this one time, it was me and my brother were arguing, and it was a heated argument too. Like it was like no joke. Like we were going in. Between us, there was the portrait of La Virgen de Guadalupe.
The Virgin Mary.
And yeah, the Virgin Mary, and there was like a vase with flowers, but it was all the way against the wall. So if something falls like from like a cabinet, it falls like this, right? Like it doesn't have momentum or any speed or anything like that.
Yeah, like it'll just flop.
Physics. So it's not gonna go like fly off or thing, because if it falls because of noise or vibration,
Right, it'll kind of go.
it just goes. But I swear that we got so scared because that thing, like it flew.
Oh my God.
Like we were just arguing, and then we see the thing, and we stopped. We were like, okay, like we're sorry.
Time,
Jesus.
it's-
Like,
That was
You thought you were
probably,
brother
yeah.
and everything.
that was probably her way of saying y'all need to stop.
I think it was. She was like, y'all, enough.
Ya cállense.
So we just stopped.
I've had small little things happen. It's not like oh my god, like that's enough proof to like say that there's a ghost in the house. That's based on my experiences, but I know Ricardo, he has way more that he would probably tell you. Yeah, it's haunted. To me, little things kind of like the one thing that I know that just happened recently is during Christmas, my mom bought this little sphere,
Oh yeah.
which is like a motion sensor. So anytime someone passes by it, it'll turn on and it'll sing this little "We wish you a little Merry Christmas" or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a big Christmas.
And she had it on the Christmas tree just hanging there, so
Right.
anytime you pass by, it'll sound. And there has been a bunch of times when like me, my mom, or like anybody, nobody's in the living room.
I remember passing by
Where the Christmas tree is,
Yeah.
or it was.
Where
we
it
would
was.
be in the kitchen or in our rooms or whatever. No one's in the living room, and it'll just turn on. Yeah, it'll just turn on. I remember the one time I got super spooked is when I'm at work, I have a whole hour for break, so I go back home and eat. And I was in the
I was
kitchen.
gonna say, you heard it at work? That is scary.
No, I was in the kitchen eating, because it was during my break, so I'm over there eating, checking my phone or whatever, and then out of nowhere I just hear it go off, and I'm like, whatever. I'm like, okay, it stopped. So I keep eating, and then it happened 2 more times. Like it will just turn on again. I'm like, hell no, screw this. I'm going in early today. I was like,
I don't need to eat today.
Yeah, I was like, I'll finish it later. And so
my
I just
God.
left because it did it twice. I was like, hell no, I'm not sticking by to see what the hell made it go off.
Dang.
I remember back in middle school, I heard somebody whisper my name.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we had to go in at 8. So you, Ricardo,
Yeah, but we're all gone.
everyone was gone, and I was able to walk to school because it was like down the street. So one day I was getting my backpack from my closet, and I was kneeling down because I was a little unorganized back then. So I was going through clothes. Where's my backpack? And then out of nowhere, I hear somebody whisper my name, like Marco, and I was like. I was like, oh, gotta go. And so I left quick.
Do you ever wake up and feel like someone called your name? So, cause sometimes you don't always record. Like, let's say you wake up and something creepy happens, you don't always write it down to see if your whole day will be like that.
Yeah.
But I was during I think it was sophomore, junior, whatever year it was that happened. But I was in gym class and I heard my name, and it was and I felt cold. So it was weird. But then that day I got home. I don't know if spirits sometimes tell you things that happened, but when I got home, my dad told me, "Oh, we have to go to the hospital because something happened to Brian." It was when he got his accident.
Oh.
So I was like, "Oh my god!" So throughout the day, I felt like, "Oh my god, someone called me," and I felt cold. So it was a weird day. Once I got home and I remember everything was there was food that was packed up, and I was like, "We're going on a road trip or something?" But no, it's because my dad was gonna take me to the hospital to see because Brian had that accident. So I think sometimes there might be spirits that tells you things, but sometimes you might not.
Maybe you have that sixth sense.
Yeah,
and you have that feeling, because I know Nate has that feeling too, right?
Oh yeah.
Some people can feel something.
He can feel something has died in the room. Like, this is a scary thing because it happened to him when he was in high school, and then it happened again last year. Okay, the first experience with him was that Mary's cat had died underneath her bed, but everybody had gone to work. Well, his mom went to work, and they both went to school. So he got off early, obviously, because high school you get off early sometimes. So whenever he got home, he entered the house, and he's like, "Ooh, it feels weird." Like, it felt like sadness. Yeah. Like, I don't know, whenever you get sad all of a sudden, you're like, why do you feel this way? But he said he felt it, and his friend was with him, and he said, "Hey, do you feel anything?" He's like, "No, I mean, we were happy just a minute ago talking about things and whatever they were doing." And so he said, "No, wait, something's wrong." He said, "Something's really wrong here." And he said that he called his dog. The dog came, and then he said they had 2 cats, and then one cat appeared, but the other cat didn't. So he was like, I wonder where the other cat is. And it was like a kitten. Like, it was still little. It wasn't a big cat yet, but it was like, still getting his bearings and stuff, but not a baby. So he was looking for it, and then he said that he went into Mary's room, and he said that usually the cat sleep in her bed, or just laying on her bed, but this time it wasn't there. So he started going around and looking, and then he went underneath, opened his the sheets underneath to see underneath her bed, and the cat was laying there, and he touched it, and the cat was cold, and it was probably dead for a few hours already, because it wasn't obviously Mary would have known that her cat was gone, but she wasn't there. And so whenever his mom got back from work with Mary, that they told her, and she was really very sad. But he felt that, something had happened, and obviously the cat died.
Yeah, wow.
Then the second thing that he noticed, I think there's a few other ones that he remembers, but these are the only 2 that I remember very vividly right now, because he told me. But we had a hamster, and our hamster, her name Maggie, oh my god. She went through a lot, though.
She's a 27-hour...
Yeah, she's a 27-hour little hamster.
That's another story.
Yeah, that's another story. But we had the little cage behind the couch, and there was a table, and I think we had come back from somewhere, because we weren't there the whole weekend. So I don't remember what we were doing, but we came back, and it was a few days later that we remember, and I was gonna give her some food and stuff, and I did. So she was still doing okay. So she was going up and running and doing things. She had her water, she had food. And then the next day, Nate didn't work, so we were at home the whole day. And then he said that later that night, probably around 7, he said he started feeling very weird. He's like, I don't know, I feel something's weird, he said. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel very dark. And I was like, ooh, okay. And then he said he only felt it in the living room. He went to the bedroom and he's like, well, yeah, I don't feel anything here. He's like, it feels normal here. But then I walk into the living room and I start feeling dark again. And I was like, that's weird.
Right.
I was like, I don't feel that way. And I was like, let me think. And I was like, and I started thinking really hard. I'm like, do I feel something? Do I feel dark? Do I feel anything? I'm like, no, I don't have superpowers. But okay. And then all of a sudden he's like, okay, check the cat. Because right now we had other cats. And so all the cats were there. And then check the dog. The dog was right there sleeping. We're like, no, the dog's fine. Lily was right there. His mom was upstairs. Mary was, with her friends. And we're like, what's wrong? And then Nate's like, check Mackie. And we're like, oh my God. So we look at the cage. We didn't see her. And then we started searching and she had dug underneath her little bedding. And she had died in the corner. Like she was dead. Cause he was like, do you hear her? Cause sometimes she'll make noises. But no, we didn't hear anything. And so he opened the cage and he tried to grab her. Sometimes she'll scoot up to you. But this time she didn't do anything. So when he grabbed her, he was like, she was hard. We're like, oh no. And Nate's like, I knew it. I knew something had happened. But we just didn't know what it was. Pretty much the whole day. I'm pretty sure she died throughout the morning. And then, later he started feeling it because she had already had a few hours of being dead. But that's so crazy. I don't understand how he feels that way.
Whenever in the morning, whenever we had the... One time I woke up and it was snowy and I was like, I don't want to... Those moods, I know we always have those moods. Sometimes I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to school.
Yeah.
But that time I felt it so strong. But my dad took me to school. He was like, you're gonna go to school. So he took me while the day was fine, the first period. But in the first period, there was they announced that there's someone in the school with a gun. So we were on lockdown for the whole day. So I think there's things that not super, maybe supernatural, but there's always things that maybe give you signs.
Your instincts.
Yeah,
sometimes tell you what kind of happened, but you're sometimes you don't understand.
Some people are very
sensitive to those types of feelings,
and some people just ignore them. it's just a little feeling.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think I can feel any of that.
Yeah, I've never experienced anything like that where I have this tingling or this other sense that I'm like something's off or something's gonna happen or something like that.
But what I do feel when I feel like something's behind me sometimes.
Well, everyone has that.
And
a little somebody's watching me or somebody else.
Somebody always is watching you.
That's true. But I don't know if the house is haunted, which probably not, even though the cat died, the hamster died, and their other dog, the previous dog, died.
I wonder if animals have ghosts.
Because I know Pinky died at our house.
Oh, even I've never really owned a puppy, which I want to, later on. So I never really feel that because I can feel I don't feel your pain, but I've had fishes, and I remember one time we were going to Arkansas. It was when my parents went. So it was a long time ago. It was when I was probably younger, I don't know, 11, 12 maybe. But my dad was like, "No, we're not gonna take your fishes to Arkansas," and at that moment when you're young, you have a pet. I was like, oh, I'm so excited to have a fish. Even though it were two fishes, and I remember I was crying. I cried so much. Even on the road, I was crying because we left them.
Fish.
I left them, and when I came back, they were still alive, but then they died. I went as far as I buried my fishes. I didn't flush them. I did a memorial service. People were invited. They didn't show up, but people were invited.
It's kind of funny. We have an interesting story about fishes, and I think I told you about it. I think you know.
What?
We used to have a lot of fishes. We had maybe 6 fishes a long time ago, and we left for the whole week to go to Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, they might die, but we're pretty sure that they'll be alright for 4 or 5 days that we're gone.
Without food, right?
Well, we threw a bunch of food there, and we even left. There's little pebbles, things that you can throw, and they lay on the ground, and then they can eat it. They can dive down and eat them. So we left that. So we left them that. So we thought maybe they'll be okay for the next 4 or 5 days.
Right.
So we went to Arkansas. When we came back, they were gone. I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember that.
They were
What the hell?
completely
That's
gone. You can ask my
crazy.
dad and Ricardo. They were completely gone. None of the fishes were there.
That's
we
crazy.
took out the water. We were searching through the rock. We had like 6
crazy,
fishes,
though.
but we didn't find any bones. Nothing.
To what?
What do you think
What
happened?
could have happened to the fish?
We don't know. We started searching around to see if maybe they jumped out.
We don't have any cats. We didn't have any cats.
No, we didn't have anything.
And y'all didn't notice
puppies,
anything
didn't have
open,
anything.
like anything doors open like that?
Who would the fish would get out?
I mean, no, someone would come in and break into the fish.
And still the fish. But just the fishes? No, it was just
Hey,
so.
you don't know people?
It was just a weird situation that we just didn't find
Like
anything.
from the fourth kind or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. They got abducted or something, but they were completely gone.
That's crazy. You don't
Yeah, there was no sign of anything. We thought maybe one of the fishes ate all of them or something, but not even that one. No fish were there.
Dang. We
Places.
have. There is a hotel here in Fort Worth.
Oh Lord, see.
In Fort Worth, and it's called
We should stay there.
Miss Molly Hotel. I don't know if
Miss
people have
Molly.
seen
I
it.
mean, Miss
or
Molly's.
Molly?
Is it MOLLI? Oh, it's Molly.
What did I say?
Molly. I was thinking MOLEY, like Molly. Like
Yeah, me too. Until I
Molly.
look down and I see Molly's, and I'm
Molly's.
like, it's
Okay,
Molly's.
you know what? Y'all are me. Apparently, you can stay there for $100 a night.
Oh, I'm down.
And apparently it's haunted.
Is it?
It has
You won't tell her.
it says it has a Victorian style house.
Oh.
And it's been growing in the city. So apparently they've seen people who wear a cowboy outfit.
Mhm.
And then there's also another ghost that what is it? Oh, it was a girl with blonde hair.
I could not stay alone.
So that'd be pretty cool to go see if
Well, if
there's
you-
actually a ghost in there.
Yeah. I mean, if you just want to visit there, I'm sure they'll just let us in and just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
We'll be like,
we can
hey, we're
spend the night.
paranormal investigators. Can we come
would
in?
you guys want to spend the night?
I would.
Yeah.
I would have my sneakers on all the
Yeah.
time though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna unpack.
If you guys are down to spend the whole night there
And
not
record it.
like pull an all nighter, like not sleep at all, just
I
pull
would
an all
not stay.
nighter.
Okay, I'm down.
You guys are down to
If you
do
don't
that?
Oh my god.
That'd be a cool
I'll
video
do
to
it.
make.
Um,
Take the cameras there and just be like, we're pulling an all.
When should we do it now? Because it's
they should
being
hit the
recorded.
like button.
I'll cut this part out so they don't know what our future.
I'm about to say hit the like button and we'll do it. Give us at least 9 likes. No.
Okay, so there's another place that is
Not
really
yet.
haunted, and it's also in Fort Worth, and it's the Fort Worth Zoo. And
Oh.
I personally been there a couple of times already
been there
because I
too.
take my baby daughter all the time. And I've been to this place where they say it's haunted. It's supposedly where the elephants are. There's like a little glass window there where you can see the elephants, but a lot of people say that they've seen a man just walking there. Apparently, in 1980s, one of the zookeepers who was trying to push the elephants to the other cage, because there's like 2 separate things, one of the elephants got, I guess, upset or something like that, and it crushed him, and the zookeeper died. So ever since then, a lot of people have seen a ghostly man appear over there by the elephant area, and I'm guessing the people who mostly see him is the zoo people.
Yeah.
Well,
They're like
obviously,
the ones that stay after
because I
dark.
know the zoo closes at 5, so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna see any ghosts anytime like that. So that'll be something to look out if you're at the zoo.
Look out for a zookeeper. He might not be real.
It might not be real. That's cool.
So that was pretty much it for this episode of Fright Night Fridays.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with all your friends.
And if you have any personal stories that you would like to send us our way, that way we can talk about it. We'll give you a little shout out. We'll say who you are if you want to say who you are. If you don't want to say who you are, that's fine. Let us know. But that way we can let everyone know.
all the viewers that we have.
So you can DM us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Babble Podcast, or we're on Twitter at The Babble
Of OFF.
OFF.
And also on Instagram.
We're also on Instagram.
Babble Official.
Yeah, The Babble Official. So send us
Your pictures.
picture stories, anything that you want to share with us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Smash.
Fuck that shit.
Okay, I'll just do it, Julio.
Wait,
You just say,
This
oh my
is
God, it's haunted.
No.